Wayne McMullen. Here's a surprise, all the way from British Columbia, the winner of many a trophy, a founding member, president in the year 2007. Wayne, your favorite recollections?
Oh, my favorite recollections would be when we were starting, I guess, and Joe McCabe and I were looking for a golf course, and then all of a sudden that brilliant group that you put together said, we're going to start a golf course. And so we were so excited. And then from there, just all the people that I met and the fun we had getting everything going, it was just an awesome experience. Starting from a trailer and working to a clubhouse and being on various committees and meeting wonderful people. It was a thrill, Skip. And you were the leader.
Well, you were a terrific participant, and can you recall any of your exceptional matches, especially with Wayne Atkinson?
Special matches with Wayne and lots of good players, and he loved to play his best game when he was playing against me, unfortunately. So I enjoyed playing with him, and he was pretty good. He used that putter viciously from anywhere from 50 yards in.
And probably our most famous memory of you is something like this. The night that you and Wayne put on a musical demonstration for the club was terrific.
Yeah, well, Wayne was a really good singer, and I loved music, and I still love music. And out here in BC, I've got a small band that goes to seniors clubs and a ukulele club, and then a couple choirs and all that kind of stuff, not to mention just all the regular sporting activities that go on. Except now, nothing's going on, so because of COVID-19. So,
well,
we
Wayne,
had a lot of fun, and then I remember meetings with Joe Sheehan and Weaver and Joe McCabe and I, trying to put together a men's committee and a men's tournament, and then trying to involve the regular Granite Club, and we just had a lot of fun doing that stuff. And then hooking up with the early days, like with Colin McDougall as a top golfer, and James Stodgel, her and I teamed together to win one or two things. So I had just a heck of a good time.
Well, your name is on many a trophy, and a lot of us would have put together a fund to send you west earlier to give us a chance.
As we age, you know what happens. Everybody gets better, and we stay the same. That was the best part, being new at a club, and all of a sudden, how did that happen? And I ended up doing this or that, and I wasn't expecting that, because you go to a golf club, and when you're not at the beginning level like we were, it's there's such an old guard that you're trying to get in on, and we immediately became the old guard. That was fun.
Well, you were an exceptional president, and you brought so many different activities to the club. Thank you very much, and thanks for doing this video.
Oh, gosh. It got me, when you told me you were thinking of doing it, I started thinking, I could hardly sleep last night, thinking of all the wonderful memories I have from Granite Golf. So thanks very much to you, Skip, and your founders, you and that other wonderful group of people you put together. Thanks.
Thank you, Wayne. We'll talk to you soon.
Good.
We are with Sean McReynolds, president of Granite Golf Club 2006. His legendary experience is that he was first off the tee every year, mostly with Randy Weiss, and he was in first place there. There was no trophy for that. Maybe there will be. And during his presidency, his legal advice was absolutely exceptional. Sean, what are your favorite memories?
Well, Skip, I think my favorite memory is the day it opened. Randy and I got together. We drove up to the club and got there early, and there weren't a lot of other people around, quite frankly, at the time. And we were first ones off the tee, and it was nine holes at the time. And I just remember getting to number 13 green, 14 tee up in the very back. and you could see forever, and we couldn't see a soul. And it was just spectacularly beautiful. It's probably the place on the course I love the most. And I just have nothing but fond memories of, finishing up on 13 green, walking over to 14 tee, and looking at the view from there.
Well, have you won any trophies?
No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe
Have
there
you
will.
seen me play?
I've seen you play, and people
I
like
don't.
all of us get
I
trophies.
don't think I've won a trophy.
There will be a trophy for being first on the course every year. Thank you for your time and for your contributions.
You're very welcome.
Sean, before you leave, do you remember at the celebration party after our golf course was a go that there was a contest getting close to a rowboat? You not only were closest to the rowboat the first time through, but in a final playoff, you were also closest to the boat, and I can't remember whether you put the ball in the boat or not. And there was a prize for that, maybe not a trophy, but you probably won the better part of a sleeve of golf balls. So your name is well recognized in golf circles. Thank you, Sean.
Harry Ord, a past president of the club. Harry, what are your recollections of the development of the club?
Well, thank you. Let's say when I recollect just how far we've come, it's just truly amazing. That when you look back, and I remember you, and I guess when I think is perhaps the club has evolved as people have aged here, because I think of the trees that were on number 1 on the left-hand side. I also think of the tree that was on the right-hand side of number 3. I don't know what it is about that tree and some of the other obstacles on the course, but they seem to attract something in your mind. It was attracted to them, and of course, where you looked is where the ball went. So, but as I say, it's the course really has evolved. It's come a long ways. It's now recognized as one of the gems on the east side of the GTA. Having the U.S. Amateur here, a few years ago, evolved it even further, such that it is noted, and we have a great membership here. Someone like me was a founding member, but a number of others have since joined and have added to the culture and just brought it forward, such that it is truly a great place, someplace that you want to come to, someplace that you're welcome. And in some days when the golf isn't going that well, that there's a great opportunity to commiserate with your partners as well as the other members that are here. So that's as I say, we've done a really great job. The members have at evolving this course into a first class club in the GTA.
Thank you, Harry Ord. Randy Weiss, club president during the clubhouse development and building, and a founding member, and probably the winner of many trophies. Randy, what are your recollections of the development?
Well, Skip, the best recollections that I have, other than playing golf, which was always fantastic, was the process to getting the clubhouse built. Skip put my name forward. I accepted. We had many meetings to try and fund this golf course, and then we had to design it. And I think the committee was Skip Wilson, John Gravett, myself, and 1 or 2 other members.
Paul
Wepler, and 1 other member, Dan McAllister. And we had many fun trips together to see different clubhouses, to gather our ideas and thoughts to design this clubhouse. And we ended up deciding that what we wanted was a large, comfortable home, which is what we have, and something that I'm very pleased with, and I hope that all our members are pleased with.
Randy, you've been a terrific member. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Skip.
John Wetmore, president of the Granite Club, 2005. That was a time when the clubhouse had been built. John came in with information technology, which was his great skill, and he was a marvelous president and introduced some really interesting features at that time. John, your memories.
Hi, Skip. Yeah, lots of memories. I really appreciate, first of all, you doing this project to really preserve our memories, because it's, when you think back about Granite Golf, it's a pretty amazing story. And my memories go back, even before we had the golf course built in the early days, when we were just scrambling to get founding members, and there was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement and passion. And I remember the meetings as we kind of separated from the Granite Club. Lots of excitement, but from those early days, the group, the board, the committed volunteers, our founding members, really developed the course with a great deal of pride and excitement, and it continued to this day. I think we've had a lot of great boards and tremendous members that have since joined. But the neat story is, somebody told me a while ago that since we built that course 20 years ago or so, there hasn't been another member-owned course that has been built from the ground up, with the clubhouse, with the course, the quality that we have. So we're unique in many ways and are to this day. We had great pride in the course, the toughness, the beauty, and I can remember a couple of times some neat events where we were able to show off the course. I guess one would be the Stephen Ames Cup, which many of you members may remember. Stephen Ames was one of the two great Canadians on the Pro Tour, with Mike Weir being the other. And Stephen, as part of his philanthropy, put together this competition between Trinidad, Tobago, and Canada in terms of the junior golf. And he lived in Calgary, but he also was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago. So this was a chance for these neat juniors to see the course, a chance for us to have Stephen Ames out, meet the members, play golf with the members. And I always remember that as being, kind of a real fun event. I guess the other one was we hosted the Canadian Women's Amateur, and I don't know the exact year, but again, it was a great opportunity to showcase the great Granite Golf, to have many of our members involved as volunteers. And the neat thing about it was so hot that year, the course just stood up terrifically, but we were missing rain, and the poor women were hot, and they were wearing the ice towels. But the other neat thing, and it's a feature of our course, I'll always remember, course, is one of our great holes is number 7. And I was spotting in the woods on number 7, and these poor girls, they hit into number 7, the par 3. The ball would either land low in the front or it'd land partway up the hill and roll back. And of course, their second putts, I swear, over 50% of them would go up the hill, and just before it got to the pin, it would end up all the way down, and they're putting again from further away from the flag. So those are the kind of memories I have of Granite Golf. It's just terrific. And of course, I always remember the only hole-in-one in my life that I had on number 15, it was a 7-iron. But the interesting thing, I just looked at the card the other day, was I had a 7 in front and a 7 on the back and a 1 in the middle. So those are some of the things I remember about Granite Golf, and we're very, very fortunate to have a great course that we have today.
Well, great memories, and you started as a founding member, so your role was long and well accepted by the club, and thank you, John.
Yeah, thanks, Kip.
Mr. Scott Wetmore, Club President. Scott, we are now representing the presidency of the year 2019. Scott, what recollections have you got of the development of the club?
Thank you, Skip. Marjorie and I joined the club in 2004, and it was just before the clubhouse was built. I still remember the day that the trailer was out the back there, and what was amazing to us who were test drivers that year was the golf course. The golf course was absolutely fantastic. Marjorie didn't play a lot of golf up until now, but she loved it. We love the golf course. We love the people here. All I can say is, the development of the golf course, when I look back on it, is amazing. Amazing that we had so many founding members step up to the plate, develop the club, put it together, build it, and here we are 20 years later with a fantastic golf club.